Hey everyone, welcome to Esports Go. I'm Matt Brown. The Overwatch League had some pivotal matches as we move right into our main highlight. The end of Stage 2 right around the corner, and a big match between the Seoul Dynasty and the London Spitfire gave us a good preview. We start out the fight between Overwatch Titans on the Tranquil Assault map, Hanamura. The Dynasty are on attack first, and Flitta opens up the first point with Flitta plays. He takes out the back line of the Spitfire, making it very easy to capture the point. He tries to again make room for the Dynasty with a Dragon Blade this time. He goes after the Spitfire's back line, but the enemy Genji Birdring counters him and takes Flitta out. Birdring turns his attention to the Dynasty and takes out a Dragon Blade of his own. He kills the two supports as they are retreating to stall the point even more. The Dynasty find themselves so close to a capture for well over a minute, but the stall of the Spitfire was insane on this map. They lose precious seconds for their time bank, but they are able to finish the map. The Spitfire's attack is clinical. They quickly take out the tank and main damage dealer for the Dynasty. With those two out of the way, the Dynasty are forced to retreat and the Spitfire secure the point. Miro chases after the supports of the Spitfire, but he is quickly taken out. The Dynasty's backline is left unprotected and quickly dealt with by the Spitfire. They easily take point B. We're heading to extra rounds. Miro atones for his actions by jumping into the defending Spitfire team. Two Spitfire members are traded for one monkey. This forces the Spitfire to concede point A. The Spitfire hold the line on point B well though. It's coming down to the wire, but the overtime line is ticking down faster. As soon as no Dynasty member is standing on the point, the overtime timer instantly ticks down to 0. The Dynasty are stopped just short of a point B capture. The Spitfire only need to get the first tick on point B. Woo Y'all comes out of nowhere with a self-destruct that takes out 3 Dynasty members. Flitta is the only remaining to try and save the Dynasty's chance of a draw. He is quickly dispatched and the Spitfire start the day with a win. They will move on to win the next 3 maps, earning themselves a 4-0 sweep over the Dynasty. Wow, so London's back, right? After the LA Gladiators gave them their second loss of the second stage, the Spitfire needed to regroup, and boy, have they bounced back in a huge way. For the Dynasty, they were on a roll before they ran into the New York Excelsior Wednesday and London tonight. By the way, the Dynasty are now on the outside, looking in to the Stage 2 playoffs as they are behind in map differential to the Gladiators and the Spitfire. Let's move on to the San Francisco Shock and the Houston Outlaws. The Shock look to take advantage of a struggling Outlaws team. We start the highlight out on map 4 where the Shock are up a map. The Outlaws need a win on Watch Point Gibraltar to keep the dream of a win alive. The Shock are pushing the payload first. Lynxer is caught out on the first checkpoint by the Raging Nomi. Without their consistent threat of a Widowmaker, the Outlaws are forced to concede the point. Lynxer makes up for it on the next checkpoint, getting quick picks from the backs of the Shock. He comes down to finish the job, but Sleepy fights back. Muma is the only one left on the point. He is taken out, and the Shock have pushed the payload past their second checkpoint. Dante guards the Outlaws' spawn. As soon as Muma pokes his head out, he throws out a pulse bomb. He takes out 2 members of the Outlaws and forces out both of their support ultimates. This play also allows the Shock to whittle down the Outlaws for an easy 3rd checkpoint. Muma is forced to retreat, but Lynxer decides against it. He gets 2 quick kills to help his team secure the first checkpoint. The Outlaws' push is going smoothly. Cool Matt sits on top of the payload, taking down any Shock members that get too close. This push is shaping up to be even faster than the Shocks. The Outlaws make it to the last turn, but Muma is forced to constantly move back to the back line thanks to Dante's Tracer harass. They eventually do push it just meters away from the finish, but the Shock are sticking to the point like glue. The Outlaws are forced to retreat without only enough time for one more attack. Nevix hops on May, and it proves incredibly effective. The Outlaws are separated from each other, and Lynxer can't get any easy picks on Widowmaker due to the wall. All the Outlaws members are killed. Overtime takes down, and the Shock have a win against the Outlaws. Final score, Shock 3, Outlaws 1. The Outlaws are just off right now, and maybe they can get some confidence back next week as they look towards Stage 3. San Francisco has a little bit of rhythm now while they get their main man Sinatra, who turns 18 tomorrow. Happy early birthday to him. All right, now it's the Dallas Fuel and the Philadelphia Fusion. Dallas looking to snap a 5-match losing streak. Philly looking to handle business. The Fuel are fighting an uphill battle when we enter Map 3. They are already down 2 maps to the Fusion. If the Fusion secure a win here, it's all over for the Fuel. The Fuel are on the attack first, but EQO's aggressive Roadhog secures several picks to keep the Fuel in check. A Riptire from Rascal finally opens up some room for the Fuel. After taking out the Widowmaker, the Fuel are able to finish the first checkpoint, but there is not much time left on the clock. Rascal tries again to save the push with a barrage into the Fusion backline. He is stunned and killed before he can do too much damage. There is a little bit of stagger from the Fuel, but they are quickly dispatched. The Fusion have kept the Fuel to just 1 checkpoint. On the Fusion's attack, EQO starts it out with the Roadhog and gets the pick necessary to take the first point with ease. They have plenty of time to push this payload for the win. The Fuel try to keep the push to a minimum by defending aggressively forward. It works for a while, but the Fusion adjust their hero lineup to counteract the Fuel's plan. At the last turn, only the 2 tank players are standing for the Fuel. They are killed before they can stall the point too long. The last few meters are completed and the Fusion have themselves a win. They will go on to win Map 4 to earn themselves that 4-0 clean sweep of the Fuel. Now that the Fusion have a couple of wins after losing to tough opponents before, maybe it'll help them going into a Week 5 where they'll run the LA Gauntlet, the Valiant and the Gladiators, so they're still in contention for a Stage 2 playoff spot. Now, Saturday's Hero of the Day is someone who has been consistently one of the best D.Va players in the league. Yeah, I'm talking about Wooyal of the London Spitfire. He gets in the face of his enemies and takes no prisoners. His D.Va play is something everyone in the league should strive to play at his level. Let's take a quick break and come back with some previews for the final week of Stage 2. Stay tuned on Esports Go. We're back with the Go, and we've got some big matches to go over for the final week of Stage 2. Leading it off as the first game of the week, it's the LA Gladiators and the Philadelphia Fusion. A lot riding on this one, as Philly still has a chance at a top 3 stage finish if they win out for the week. LA wants a win to keep the playoff spot that Philly is gunning for. On Thursday, it's the Houston Outlaws and the Seoul Dynasty. Seoul needs this win and the one after against the Florida Mayhem to give them a chance at a playoff berth. Also, it will probably help if they win in dominant fashion, something that's tough to do against these squads with chips on their shoulders. Finally, the New York XL and the LA Valiant clash on Saturday. The Valiant will look to knock off the league's leader in what would be a momentum shifter for LA going into Stage 3 and New York heading into the Stage 2 playoffs. All right, that's it for us this week. Catch us on our website, challengemedia.tv, for all your gaming news. Also, check us out and follow us on Facebook and Twitter as well. We'll be back next week. Thanks for watching. See you next time.